How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Hopefully there's nothing to complain about. I mean, but if there is, I hope you're doing well anyway. Yo, Caleb, still here, people. Yo, Caleb with 13 months. Why did that not transition right into the actual? Oh my god. Oh my god, my sound alerts are all out of whack. But yo, Rich boy at tier 2, sweet Jesus, man. Oh my god. Thank you so much for 13-month resub, dude. Oh my god. Oh man, how's everybody doing here? Let me turn down this. Let me turn down this music. Oh my god. Oh my good gracious. Chat. How we feeling? How we doing? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Oh my god. Stream day. Yo, Pink MJ Medicine. What's going on? Hey, Clara. Long time no see. How you doing, pal? Oh my gosh, Gred. Oh man. Hey, it's Desky as well. Oh, Rich boy. Oh, Caleb's here with the Rich boy. Ah, mon ami is here for the Rich boy. Cow tools. You know, classic cow tools. How's everybody doing? Oh my god, I was totally very prepared for this to be Monday. Listen. It's me. I knew it was Monday. All right. I knew that and you knew that. We both knew that it was Monday, right? We're clear on that. So it's all fine. We both knew it was Monday. Also, yo, Alexander Alex. Hello, amazing human. How are you? Oh, yo, I mean, well, that's got to be directed at me. I'm just so amazing. And only a little bit narcissistic. Yo, how you doing, Alex? I hope you're doing well, man. Oh my god, let's hop into the hardcore world. Cow tools, my beloved. What is a cow tool? Also, Nap, I will forever hold you over you that you forgot to put the stream GIF in the Discord that one day and I had to do it. I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds fake to me. Not gonna lie, sounds entirely fake. That doesn't sound like me at all. I think that is a lie put forward by the bourgeoisie, you know, who isn't me. I'm not the bourgeoisie. You see, I'm better than them. That's all you need to know. Oh my gosh. What? I got, who know my player, my VTM Chronicle. Not really, they just rolled so good. Pog? Question mark? Pog question mark. Simply put, Pog question mark. Because I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm gonna be honest. Yo, Charlie Squirrel, I'll do. How you doing, man? How's everybody doing? Oh my god, today's one of the days. It wasn't meant to be today, but guess what, chat? James Webb Telescope. Oh my god. It's tomorrow, the 12th is the big day. That's when everything's coming out for the James Webb Telescope, which if you don't know, I'm deeply excited about. I can tell you what it does and what they're gonna do, and it's amazing. And literally stop the presses type deal. Like, this could be world shattering. Especially because, weirdly enough, they're circumventing their own announcement. NASA has a slated schedule to announce tomorrow what the James Webb Telescope found. They're gonna reveal the pictures to the press. For some reason, today, only announced today, so very quickly announced, in about 30 to 40 minutes, I think, the White House is giving a briefing on some of the James Webb Telescope finding. Yo, Carter, how goes it? Question, has anyone seen the movie Tremors? I have not, no. Oh my god, I had Jello cake. Hey, yo, wait, that sounds pog. So I'm a little confused as to, indeed they are unveiling. Yeah, but like, why is the White House randomly undercutting NASA's big thing? Why is that happening like less than 24 hours in advance? You like, what is so important? So we're watching the briefing? I mean, mayhaps. I haven't opened. We'll see, because I kind of want to. We're probably gonna click over to that, because here, for those who don't know, you know, I thought it'd be good for me to actually kind of go over what the James Webb Telescope is, what it does, etc. kind of thing. Because like, I feel like a lot of people don't know exactly what the James Webb is, and I feel I've given a poor explanation in the past, because my explanation in the past has been based on a theory rather than what is currently its current mission is, I should say. So the James Webb Telescope is the follow-up to the Hubble. It's been in work since 2007, and effectively it's the most powerful telescope man has ever made. Just full stop. It is the most powerful telescope we have ever made. But we figured something out. You see, there's a location that we've dubbed SMACS, which is also SMACS. Like it's literally SMACS. So SMACS. And then I think it's 0723. I think it's SMACS 0723 is the location exactly. But don't quote me on that. It could be slightly off. Why are you staring at me so intently? I mean, you're cute, don't get me wrong, but like, my God. Anyway, so that's the location we're pointing it at. For those that don't know, that's a galaxy cluster. That's a specific galaxy cluster though, because that galaxy cluster, it bends light, unlike most others, in a very weird way, and it effectively acts as a sort of natural lens of a telescope, but naturally occurring in space. The way that light refracts off it and the way that it bends around it. That's like the simplest way to like explain it, kind of thing. That's like layman's terms. I don't fully understand the science, I'll admit that. But so we're pointing the world's best man-made telescope at the universe's best natural telescope to see what might be on the other side of that. Which to many people / scientists, the prediction is that because of the way light travels and seen backwards in time, this might be very close to seeing the universe, to seeing the universe at the beginning, which is nuts. That's crazy. Oh my God. It's genuinely gonna be as close as we've ever come to seeing what the universe looked like, because it's seen the still potential, like as close as we've ever been able to achieve this still potentially expanding / exploding original universe that was what we theorized to be the Big Bang. How it chooses to be exactly how it feels to chew 5 gun is what we're gonna see. So excuse me as I froth at the mouth, because excuse me, I swear to God, if I find out aliens from Napoleon the 7th Street, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not saying that is what we're gonna find out. I'm not saying that's what we're gonna find out. What I am saying is it's a little odd that they're randomly taking the winds out of the sail of NASA, who already had a well-slated, well-documented, this is when we're showing off our findings tomorrow, to host a random White House briefing on it, showing off only a few of the photos. It's curious, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's curious. Feel like a mirror, but no, it's pretty red. Yeah, see themselves in the mirror. They just look. It's just a sad clown, like one of those sad opera clowns. He's just looking out off of like a ring of like kind of like the rings of Saturn, but just off of a ring of a planet. But no, we have no idea what we'll see. So for all we know, I'm not saying like, I'm not conspiracy theorying it like, oh my God, they're gonna tell us about aliens. But I imagine they're probably gonna, yeah, I imagine it's just gonna be showcasing some of the best pictures, because they can make that, you know, something that I guess this administration did or something. I don't want to get into that part of it, because regardless, the science is cool. The science of it all is cool. Like, I imagine the NASA presentation tomorrow will probably just have still stunning visual. Like here, we have photos from the Hubble. You know what? Actually, 1 second. One second, chat. I'm not actually, be right back. I'm gonna pull up a photo. Because we still have images from, which I'm gonna go to Hank Green for this, because he recently tweeted them. That's where I saw them again, which is just very useful for me. Very easy pull. Thank you, Mr. Green. We still have images from what the Hubble found, which is nutty. So here, 1 second. And I'll show you these, and they are like genuinely stunning. They are like actually gorgeous. I don't even know how else to describe them. Like, they are genuinely so pretty. So here, let me switch on over. We transition that. You know. So here's one of the first. This was from Hubble. This is the same area that we're pointing. Like, this is SMACS 723. So this is the same location. Naps only uses Hank Green for science info, confirmed. I mean, he's not the only one, but oh my God. So, show and tell segments, yay. So this is one of them. This is one of the faraway clusters. He has like an actual thing. This is the South Ring Nebula, yada, yada. He has the actual breakdown of it. If you want to go see, I highly recommend going to that. But so we're pointing at this cluster, which this is SMACS. This is the zoomed out smacks that we got off of Hubble's first look. And this was the very, and this was an older photo even before that, which is, so this is the, like, how close we've been getting. We had this, then we went to this, then we got to here, and then right in around here is where we got this. Yo, a fellow curry muncher is now following. Let's go. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. So anyway, like, I know it's all very dirty, but what I'm telling you is that this slaps, man. That first picture looked worse to me. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like this is the very first picture kind of thing. Then this, then to here, and then this was as good as Hubble could get. So, because Hubble, like, you gotta realize how many thousands of light years away this is. So to have this photo at all was astounding for Hubble. But what we're hopefully getting with James Webb is an even better look at this, using this specific nebula to try to then see into the past as light refracts and bends around it. We're gonna then potentially get to see the universe as close to the beginning as we've ever gotten, you know? So anyway, that's all that was here. I'm gonna transition back to the game. But oh my god, like, it's so interesting, man. It's genuinely it's just so cool. I don't know how anybody could not be excited about this. We've never had it this, we've never gotten to do something this cool before, man. I'm excited about space. That's all I'm telling you, Chad. I'm telling you that this has potential to change how we view space, how we view science, how we view ourselves. I don't know what they've found, but this might fundamentally alter how we understand where we came from. But oh my gosh. But yeah, no, Carter, like, that first picture, its resolution is much lower because the quality of that telescope, although very good, it was just so far away that it would be impossible to get a better quality. But I can totally understand that. I can understand, like, it visually looks like a lower resolution, because it's harder to see. Oh my god. Existential crisis in the nap stream. Let's go! How you like, yo, Celia, how goes it? I'm amped. That's what I am. I'm excited, baby. Oh my god. My old house picture. Yo, chicken, what? Now that I'm back to my, I want cowboy. All right, yeah, sure. Sure, I'll talk about space and whatnot in cowboy accent. Why not? Because you're sure as hell gonna find out about it. I tell you what. Oh my god, I'm just so excited because I'm almost at a loss for words, because genuinely it is cool. I'm excited because people are excited. I'll see nerd bully. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, it's a little bit on my nerdy side to really freak out about space, because I just find space so cool. Like, listen, I totally understand where the gut reaction comes from of, you know, feeling like, hey, why are we looking at space? You know, don't we got enough problems here on this planet? Don't we got enough things to solve here? Well, here's a few things to quickly just put a feather in your cap about that, you know? So first and foremost, one, we can do both. All right? That we have the money and capabilities, funds, etc. to do both. If we can put trillions into a military complex, we can do both, all right? But regardless of that, what you gotta realize is the space race is single-handedly responsible for the majority of scientific advancement through the latter half of the 20th century. Single-handedly. So not only can we afford to do both, but on top of that, my God, this is what gets people interested in science, baby. Come on. This is where it's at. This is where the juice comes from. So come on. Get excited. It's fine. Life's good. In this moment, life's good. I like space and I'm fascinated. I'm just a little afraid of it. Oh, it's fine to be afraid of it. I'm not telling you not to be. We often fear what we don't understand. But I still think it's freaking cool. Still think it's cool. Despite being at a loss for words, Nabby will continue to ramble all stream. Oh my God. Okay, all right, well, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I have COVID-19. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Genuinely. I know I'm doing a silly cowboy accent, but no, genuinely, I feel. I hope the symptoms aren't too bad. I hope you were able to be vaccinated in a way that like the symptoms didn't hit you too bad. You don't have the worst version of it. But genuinely, I mean, make sure you get lots of rest, drink lots of fluids and whatnot, flush out your system, and take it easy, man. Take it easy. Cause yeah, no, that's rough. That's rough. Shout out to the space race for being spacey. Hey, the only good spacey there was. Ayo. Maybe that. I don't even want. You know what? Let's not continue down that line. Also, octopi are so fundamentally different with all of the species on Earth that they might be extraterrestrial origin. Yo, exactly. The only reason I don't like space is because where the sun is, and the sun burnt me, and now I have a massive yellow blister because of it, and I blame the sun. You know what? In fairness, Alexander, I can get behind that. I can. You know what? It might be it's caveman logic. But at the same time, I understand the Unga Bunga logic, you know? Unga Bunga, really, it hits deep. Next up on the show, and tell Nap watches the White House presentation on faraway things. I mean, listen. I'm just saying, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. If it seems lame, we'll leave it. We'll go right back to Minecraft. But if it seems cool, come on. Don't you wanna know where you were? Don't you want to know? Oh, I was at Napoleon VII's stream when that happened, or I was doing this, or I was doing that. You know? Don't you want to really know the moment? Well, I do at least. I do. Only Calvin to have his stuffy nose. Hey, well, that's not too bad. I mean, it still sucks, but I mean, hey, that's I suppose probably the best bet that you could have, other than being, I guess, asymptomatic. But still, regardless, you should still make sure you sleep enough and whatnot. You know? I hear it's killer otherwise. I hear it can be real rough. Ah, gee, 1 second. All right. Well, oh, thank goodness. Well, that's enough of that silly accent. My God. I don't like space because it's too big and it stresses me out. I like to lay in the dirt and collect fungus. You know what? Fair enough. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. That like genuinely. It can be a really overwhelming thing to think and comprehend space. Like in any regard. Oh my God, like the space is just really cool in that way. And the James Webb Telescope, it just presents such an interesting line, but it can still be a lot, you know? It's worse because sunscreen on, so went through it. Oh, the sun. You know, it comes from people like that. It absolutely tries to obliterate people like that. When you found out about the aliens, I was watching a Minecraft streamer. Oh my God. Yo. Hello, Dorish. How goes it? How you doing, man? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. You know what, Pink? I think that's the perfect place to be. I'm gonna be real with you. But in any event, regardless of the space stuff, we have things to do. Hey, Doris, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Or sorry, Doris was taken. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know if you prefer to have your full name said or just the door. But yeah, so I plan to do a bit more work on the tree today. Well, actually, I gotta go gather resources for that because, you know, we need leaves. So I gotta empty out this inventory. We're gonna go out to the Dark Oak Forest and we're gonna mine leaves. I guess cut leaves. Right answer. Gotta get leaves and I gotta get a bit more wood. You know? Oh my gosh. The space talking to Southern Active activates my neurons. They used to be showing Red Knight who worked for NASA, made prototypes of all sorts of hovercrafts, laser guns, and those satellites that we use to spy on aliens. Ayo! Doris HD is more known for that. It works for me, man. Doris HD. To be honest, I've been looking forward to your stream the past few hours, probably. Hey, that's very kind of you, dude. I'm glad to hear it, genuinely. I'm glad that people look forward to it. I look forward to it too. I mean, I did get a little confused maybe today, where I thought it was a little different day, maybe. But like, listen, can you blame me? Okay, I'm gonna need to get carrots. I mean, yes, you can blame me, like genuine, like you can. But listen, I stopped my workout right quick. I was like, all right, I guess I'm not curling weights anymore. I guess I gotta go stream Minecraft like a Giga Chad. You know, the famed Giga Chads who stream Minecraft cosplay. Isn't that a thing, right? That's a thing. Don't tell me that's not a thing. I'll cry. I will cry. Don't tell me it's not a thing. It's gotta be. They wouldn't lie to me about this one, all right? They wouldn't tell me it isn't when it isn't, you know? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Caleb. Oh my gosh. Like my vibe? Hey, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you. I like my vibe too. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of my vibe. I think I'm stronger than that. You are genuinely confused in that category. I apologize to you, Pink, but it's simply put not true. L plus ratio, you know? Howdy, Chad. Howdy, Botchwood. Howdy, Nap. Howdy, Tiger. How you doing? Good? Hopefully. I am. I'm doing great. Oh my god. Don't worry, I realized it was Monday. It was like 1:30 p.m. I've had a long night with my friend's B-Day. Hey! Happy birthday to them, man. Alright, I'm gonna go get some carrots. And then I think I need to make some shears and... oh my god. And then other than that, I think we're probably pretty good to go. How long have you been in this hardcore world? A little over a year. A little over a year in this world. I think it's been... yeah, because June 11th is was the 1 year anniversary. So I guess a year and a month. Yeah, literally, because it's July 11th. Year and a month. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's quite... I'm surprised I lived too, especially because I've never played hardcore before this. Like before starting this world, I'd never played a hardcore version of Minecraft. I actually died a lot, and I die a lot in regular Minecraft. I don't know how I've lived, especially because I don't have netherite or anything like that. Because one of the ways I'm playing this world is that like I have to learn things as I go, as the game teaches me, even though I know it. Like I might actually know it in real life, but I've made a point of making it that I have to learn it. From how the game shows me. So for example, like I can't cure a zombie villager until I find an igloo basement that has the instructions within it on how to cure the zombie villagers. So because of that, it's definitely made it a slow pace. That's why I haven't gone to the end. I don't have an elytra. I only have diamond gear, etc. But yeah, it's made it a lot of fun though, in my opinion at least. I mean, hopefully it's been fun to watch too. I mean, it must be, or else some of these chuckleheads probably wouldn't still be here. Maybe they're just sadists, and maybe they just are the big fans of it. They're like, oh, I love that he's never advanced. I love watching him have to run long distances just to get back to his house to get things because he doesn't have shulkers. You never know. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. Somehow something about that, it just seems a little fishy. You know, that's what we'll say. I am not 13. That is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Oh my god. I hate it here, man. I take it all back. I have not enjoyed a moment of it. This has been absolute just torment and pain. I suppose that since, you know, there's hardcore, you're more careful about what you do. Yeah, I suppose that's it. I don't take as many risks, though I have certainly come quite close to dying. Fall damage was certainly a problem for a long time. I fell off that mountain while building that thing on the side of it and barely lived because I landed on like the ledge there. It was, yeah, not my best moment. I can use it when playing my cover streamer. It could be your cover streamer with my friends. Let's go. Oh my god. Losing my viewership because of, oh, well, I mean, am I wrong though? Come on. I don't think I'm wrong. I think Chucklehead aptly describes good gravy. I think Chucklehead aptly describes exactly what kind of clientele I have here, you know? Slut boy, little baby man. Oh my god, pouty child. I am not a pouty child. I hate it, man. I swear. Chat, important French and get your French out of this chat. No, everything has to be in English, I swear to God. Ne pas français, français c'est une langue très drôle. Désolé, mais le français c'est pas utilisé. Oh. I don't think that sentence made sense. I rightly don't think that made much sense at all to anybody, but oh well. Oh. Please, well, yeah, but this way I don't have to think about it. I can just go to the Nether and not think about it, you know? And these have Featherfall 4. They're pretty good. They're pretty solid. They're just not perfect. Go ahead and share this with the class. You would do it right before it fell off the mountain. Hey, is there a way I can contact you to say so, private DMs? The best way is probably through Discord. Yep. Through the link Discord, yeah, if you go through there, and then it usually, you can find me on that and then send me the message that way. Yeah. It is a used language. No, only I have permission to French. L, but only me. Français, c'est seulement pour moi. Seulement pour moi. Pas français pour le chat. Well, no, le chat est un cat. That doesn't work. Mais français, c'est seulement pour moi. Pas pour mon ami. Eh oui. Thanks for but you can find Discord on there. So true, King. So true. Or Twitter is another way. People have added me on Twitter. Twitter is another way that I answer, because some people have had issue with Discord in the past for that. So if you're having any issues with Discord, just at me on Twitter, and if you don't if you just don't put like a dot in front of the at, then usually it's private or whatever. But yeah. Mr. Hydrate, did I? Oh my god, I did. I'm so sorry, I missed that. 1 second. Oh. Yo, Weird King, what's up, dude? How do? Oh, it's funky. Oh, kind of digging this. Oh. Let's gather up some carrots so that I can actually live. I might be living like a bit of a bunny, but you know what? Never mind, I can't make that joke. Never mind, chat. Never mind. Anyway. Say nothing. God, gabagool. Why are you out here breaking my chops? Stop busting my chops. Yeah, stop busting my chops. Come on. Paisan, jeez. Gabagool, man. Jeez. There's a lot of crops, my friend. Well, you know, it's gotta feed an empire. So, building out the farmland. Oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking about the possible jokes and it's worse. Oh no, just don't consider it. Just don't even, just no thought, no think, just blank mind, no thought, you know? It's easy, I do it all the time. Come on, just empty your head of all thought ever. Only breathe and drink water. These are all that is important. Nothing else. Why don't you expand this a little bit? Just a smidge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Probably gonna be enough, right? Like I probably don't need to go. Not the hydrates again, no, please. You drink water? Yes, you should drink water. It's very important. It's an important part of everybody's diet or something. I don't know. That's what Bear Grylls said. Bear Grylls said water's important, and I was like, okay, Bear, you got it, man. Whatever you want. I'm low-key interested. I'm like, hey, yo, I feel like Chad didn't understand what I meant because Pink was like, hey, yo, PG-13. I'm like, what? Every time I blink, I kind of get dizzy. Well, don't do that if it makes you dizzy, silly goose. Okay, I'm sorry. That's terrible, but that's just what my father always said. He would just, like, if I was like, oh, when I move my arm like this, it hurts. He'd be like, well, don't do it then. He'd just be like, well, if it hurts, don't do it. He'd be like, well, don't do that. It'll hurt. And I'll just be like, oh, thanks. Great. Awesome. This has really helped. And he'd be like, anytime. Who knew the north was as hot as the south? My parents did. Oh. Have you doing okay? Oh, I'm doing great. Why? What's up? I'm melting, baby. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. It's almost like the planet's getting warmer, you know? It's crazy times that we live in. Crazy, crazy times.
And also,
I was just double checking that I wasn't missing the thing. I was just double checking. Maybe I did miss it. I don't even know what time it's meant to go on. 1 second. Let me double check the schedule. Did I miss it? I'm gonna cry. No, yeah, it's at 5. Yeah, and it's like 5 now. It's a little past 5. Why is it not going on? What is this?
So food. And so the next one coming up will be SpaceX Dragon 25.
I don't care about SpaceX and Elon Musk and his stupid nothing. I mean, I care about SpaceX. I just don't care about Elon Musk. Anyway, oh my god. Yo, Philly, what's up, dude? Oh, water. Oh my god, not another hydrate. That loud crash bang was nothing, don't worry about it. The nerd way. It's not a nerd way. I'm just genuine. I don't want to miss it, man. You be expect the government to be on time for anything? I mean, no. But still. My gosh. Oh, I didn't grab shears. I need shears. You continue to defy the laws of physics, and I kind of hate it. Kind of like it, though. It's kind of cool. Ah! I fell. Not really, but I fell because I had to move something. Oh, yeah, speaking of, by the way, the, whatchamacallit? Stray's coming out pretty soon. Stray's out in, what, 8 days? Once it's out, I'm probably gonna make that the a Friday stream. I plan to listen. I'm gonna stream Stray. You can't stop me. That one, no one can stop me. I will stream the cat game, and then I will upload the cat game to YouTube in some form or another because I have never cared more about this little kitty cat than I have cared about anything ever. That's probably not exactly true, but still, you know. Oh my god, I hate allergy season, man. I hate it so much. Oh, I thought how much concrete does it take to get rid of pollen, man? It should not be that difficult. We'll make two. We'll make two. I don't want to miss out, you know? Ooh, let's go. Okay, actually, we should take a bed with us, too. I'm going to sleep through this night, and then we should grab a bed. We'll take this one. You're disappointed if you didn't? Hey, well, good to know, because I absolutely intend to, because yeah, this is also one of those games that I'm like, hey, it's probably easy enough to chop into, like Minecraft, like the hardcore series has been a little weird. It's very big to try to like chop up into an actual like concise YouTube thing, which is why I didn't bother, you know? It's the same way, it's just the amount of effort in felt like too much for the payout kind of thing. I know VODs, yes, I know, all right, we're not rehashing that discussion. You know, it will happen maybe sometime, who knows. But in terms of like an actual edited down thing, it was just always like too much. It was too much. But in terms of like games like Inscription, I've saved all the Inscription VODs and stuff like that because I intend to eventually cut that down into a sort of YouTube video as well, you know? Particularly in urban areas, while most of the trees are deliberately planted, city designers will plant male trees to avoid messes or fruit seeds. Oh my god. Now we have an ungodly amount of pollen. Yeah, well, I hate it. I would have preferred the other way. Once again, it is men coming in and ruining my day. Always is. Always is. Have I ever had my day ruined by a woman? No, I have not. Only improved. Have I had my day ruined by a man? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the quote. That's the channel's quote. Oh my god. In Ohio, it's illegal to fish. What? I mean, that kind of sounds safe, I suppose. You know? Like, that just sounds safe. Like, I feel like that'd be dangerous to do otherwise, you know? Even if there's just more female trees to collect the pollen, we'll have less in the air. I mean, once again, life improved. More women, better life. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Nap, I had an idea for a compromise. Just cut the lore builds. It doesn't get it all, but the lore, and it get a good amount. I mean, I've sort of started to do that in the sense that I uploaded that video to YouTube that is effectively the lore build. You know what I mean? It's not the bit from the lore, but it's like the build itself. And it goes into the background of kind of like the ideas of the build to give like a general feel and vibe to it, you know? You know, this thing still concerns me. I don't like that. I don't like that it tentacling out. I don't like that. Why? You continue to just ever so much. Like, why is it getting bigger? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. It's dangerous. I'm telling you. David says it's nothing. I think it's dangerous. Personally. The streamer is based, Your Honor, based Napoleon VII. That's what I've been saying. Oh my god. Red pilled, if you will. Oh my god. Oh, he's a film buff. He probably gets it. I mean, I get it. It's just too, in my mind now, it's too attached to that, like, real cringe, like, and listen, I barely call anything cringe, but like, they're like, oh, Sigma grind set. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you say. Oh yeah, I'm sure. You know what? I'm gonna say it. You show me one quote-unquote Sigma male that all the women will love, and you show me one who has either A, girlfriend, or B, a wife. I don't think any of the major, like, online creators who are meant to be part of that community, like, who are the quote-unquote Sigma, I don't think any of them have one. So it seems like kind of a poor place to go to learn how to get a wife. No offense to anybody, if that's your niche, but you know what I mean? Subtle lore. Oh my god. Colors you see during winter in Ohio, gray, dark gray, white, and black. You don't get any blues or reds or greens? What about at Christmas time, eh? Come on. What about Christmas? Christmas not doing anything for you? I think it probably does. Gotta be something at Christmas, right? Christmas. There's Christmas in Killarney. I heard that on the bus the other day. It was wild. It was on somebody's like, you know how people like will be on a bus and they'll just have a speaker out and you're like, please, dear God, why? You know how that just happens sometimes? Why? What did I do to you, man? Come on, leave me alone. Get out of here. I'm trying to do my thing. I'm trying to live. Peace. Get a little. Okay, but it's transmit. Call it all medics to transmit. Sounds like y'all didn't. Geez, actually, I didn't. Wait, I didn't say that at all. What? When did I say that? Anyway, yo, milkman, I'll do. How you doing, man? Okay. I was concerned. I was like, I don't think I said anything about that. I was like, what? What did I do? There's a concerning. Listen. There was a concerning amount of dairy. All right. I hate it here. That quote will haunt me till the day I die. And I confound KTV for ever putting it into a quote box. Why? Why does my mod hate me? No, I can't. KTV's great. That's weird. Anyway.
In the next.
Are they here with it? Are they hip with it yet? Do they have? Oh, we're getting there. Oh, they've moved it to 5:30. What a surprise. They got the random non-music playing. Excuse me? Hello? Ah! You fiend! You beast! You brute! Get Napoleon. I mean, I stand by that one. That one's valid. That's a good quote. I stand by that. They did get Napoleon. I forget why I said it, but I was probably right. You know, I was probably correct. You can't say I wasn't. They probably did get Napoleon. Fills it before he digs those logs. No, I would. You think I'm gonna get filled? Listen, I simply put could never. How do I get over there? Could I hop this? You think I can make this jump? Probably not. Nope. What if I try it again? But at the same, what if I just do the exact same thing again? Maybe it'll work this time. You know, maybe, well, actually, if I just get a better platform so I don't have to turn. Like if I just do this, you know? What if I run like, Hey, I did the exact same thing and it worked. Eat that, Albert Einstein. What do you know, man? Nothing. I did the exact same thing and it worked. Insane my left pinky toe. What a loser. And that's why I'm never mind. That statement that's probably not a cool statement to make. Never mind. Moving right along. Mogus Sus Imposter 5 gum at 3 a.m. Gone wrong with carrots? Oh no. Oh no. Not the M&M potion at 3 a.m. That kid's going places. That kid understands his market. Because he has replicated that video in like a multitude of other things. Like that kid understands the YouTube algorithm, I think, better than like genuine creators out there. Like, or filmmakers, I mean, sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like old Hollywood, I think that child understands the YouTube algorithm better than most old people. And that is wild. That kid's going places. He gets it. He gets it. He's a funny dude. Time I misunderstood Twitter meme and thought he died in a hardcore world. Bro. Oh, right, when you misunderstood oh yeah, I'm gonna be so sad when Phil's you know. Poor man, he's only like, he's like 30, I think. He's not even old. He's like genuinely young. And yet the whole meme is just how ancient and aged he is. Like, he's genuinely young. Like, sure, he's not like, I don't know, like he's not spry. Well, actually, he probably is. He is pretty spry still. You know, like he's not like bedbound or anything crazy. I am 1003. How dare you? I'm very old. I am very old, and I will not stand for anybody saying otherwise. Which is fine, because I'm sitting. In my books, anyone above 20 is old. Well, your book is wrong. Your book is childlike. That is the same thing as a 5-year-old being like, you're 10? Wow, you're so old. Do you think a 10-year-old's old? No. No, 30 isn't old. 20 isn't old. And anybody who thinks 20 is old, like, I mean, have I got a Billy Joel song for you? Because again, I'm 1003. I'm very old. I would know. Just, I'm so old. I'm ancient. Aged. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm no Pink or Edward, but like, still. I mean, wait, yes, I am, because I'm 1003. Never mind, I take it back. I'm very old. You don't know. You don't know how old I am. My voice has never cracked on stream. Anyway. Dum-dum. What a buffoon! I mean, 40 is literally, yeah, the beginning of a middle age. It's not even like, yeah, old. I guess if you really want to get down and gritty with it, old would be like 60. But I mean, I would still say 40-year-olds like if I saw a 40-year-old, I'd still say old man. Like, you know what I mean? Started Dracula on the train only like 3 months late. Hey, well, there's a post if you wish to catch up on that. There's a post in the subtext chat. Let's go. What should I have? All right, that's I'll get rid of that because I don't need that. Let me cut down one more probably. One more ought to do me for now. Like, you know, genuinely speaking. Actually, I guess I should go up and break the leaves first. It's probably the first order of business. No, they broke. That's right, I'm using my axe because it has self-touch. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna cry about it. Cry some more. Give me some more tears. Come on. You're gonna do nothing. Be based, Chad. Come on. Be based for once and just admit that the axe is well used this way. This is a good use of my axe. and my axe. Oh man, still have a headache. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Those are legitimately never fun. Like internal, like injury in general is never fun, obviously. But like whenever it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, you can't like fix it. You know what I mean? Like it's just you're just genuinely in pain from internal. Never fun. Never fun. Always not cool. Always not poggers. All right, this is probably enough for now. You're only old when you start refusing to learn, grow, and change as a person, in my opinion. No, I think a 90-year-old who's still willing to look and change. Like, I think Queen Elizabeth is pretty old. Like, you know, like she still is like, oh, I'll learn how to use Zoom or whatever it was that she did during COVID. I remember seeing it trending on YouTube. I would still say Lizzie's pretty old. You know? I'd still say she's pretty old. She's kind of ancient. Like when you get to the point, like you could have seen an old man in a Marvel in a Marvel movie. You could have genuinely seen like an elderly man, and that could have been Stan Lee Jr. That's how old Stan Lee was. You know, Stan Lee was like 90 something. Like he was born in the 1920s. Oh man. Yo, Cake Lovey, thanks so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Napoleon, super strong man who is 1003. Please dig up those logs. Oh, those I'm already past it. Dan Avian from Game Grumps Academy fame is 42. I mean, true, but like he's also like old, getting old. You know what I mean? Please don't hit up the queen. I will do as I so please. Lizzie will live forever. I mean, I think Chuck has to take the throne some point. Isn't that like a thing? Isn't that like their whole system requires that? I mean, he's pretty cool, I guess. He's done a lot of interesting environmentalist work. Like just like, I don't know. I think his environmentalist work's been pretty useful. I like that he's been highlighting it for so long. He's kind of like Al Gore in that way. But like, you know, actually has done something other than just write a book. I mean, not to Al Gore's fault, I suppose. Well, I don't really want to get into what happened to Al Gore, but yeah. Oh man, are they up with the NASA stuff yet? I'm gonna lose my marbles. You're too old for that's inappropriate. So true, King. So true, I am. Love y'all. Gotta go. Good stream. Bye, Caleb. I hope you have a good night, dude, and I hope you sleep well. It's probably really late for you. I hope you have a fantastic week, dude. Thank you, by the way, genuinely, thank you so much again for the support, dude. I really do appreciate you staying sub for so long. It means a lot. Why? Not necessarily if he dies before he'll go to next in line. Yeah, but then next in line of succession for that would be, what's her name? Oh, there's a princess something. There's a female. Forget her name. Or no, it'd be Edward? Is there an Edward? Is that who it goes to? I don't think it's, because Andrew's their youngest, and good God, do I think they just would not let that happen. Because yeah, that breaks their whole line of succession, because then it can't go to the bald dude. It can't go to, oh, what's his name? I should know this. I studied them. I had to study their system. William, that's his name. William. Because yeah, then it just can't go to him, and that's kind of, like, don't get me wrong, that's kind of funny. Dude is down. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, is like Andrew is the last in that. Edward, did Chapman be living in Canada? No, not hit, like, because she had, I think, Isn't there like 4 kids for her? And then there's like Princess Anne. That's her name, right? That's what it is? Anyway, I think she's next. Because I remember they like changed their rules of succession a few years back, like a decade ago. I forget. Oh, I should know this. This was an answer on my exam. Oh my God, I should know this. Anyway. Not like who's in success, like when they changed that rule of success, because now it's not hereditary to the first male. It's like just whoever was born first, you know, like literal just hereditary by age rather than by sex. It was pretty late in the stage, like pretty late stage of the game to be changing that. By the way, it was in the 21st century that got changed. It was kind of funny. I mean, not funny in a good way, just like wow, that took a hot minute, huh? Darn. I mean, I know that the whatchamacallit? I know that the tabloids in the UK proposed that, but I don't really want to get into it. But I mean, if you study the actual legal system and framework that exists within both the UK and the various Commonwealth nations, unlike the ones that have currently been able to get rid of the monarchy, actually the UK would have a better go of it, fun fact, than Canada. Canada would have to deform and then reform under its current constitutional framework, and I think the same is true for Australia. But yeah, I don't know, it's all this thing. I feel like I joined into something. Oh no, it's just this whole wacky thing they got going on across the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know, they got royalty over there or something. But anyway. Talk about lots of random things. Yeah, we do. We gotta move around. Oh, speaking of, are they doing the thing? Have they started talking about James Webb? Where are you, White House? Please begin momentarily. That's useless. What do you mean? What do you mean begin momentarily? I'm looking at their stupid NASA TV. Oh my gosh. It's a good, what would happen to the guy? Okay, it's a really interesting question, but I feel like people don't want me to like just pop off about like the Westminster style parliamentary system that exists in the Commonwealth of what is the former British Empire. I did a lot of work on it in terms of research in like one of my recent courses this past year, so like I know a lot about it, but like I don't think it's really, because I feel like it's gonna get political for some people because it doesn't affect me is the thing. So I just speak about it as like fact rather than like, oh, this might hurt someone's feelings or something. Also the Isle of Man and us here in Ireland as well. Yeah, and Northern Ireland as well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is like all those areas. What's interesting about the Scottish question, oh God, I could really get into it. It's just so topical and bad. I'm interested now. Okay. All right, you know what? Sure, I'm gonna go on with it. How's it going? Hey, let's go. I'm doing great. I'm waiting for the White House. It's gonna do a space presentation on what the James Webb Telescope found. I'm pretty excited for that. So we're gonna cut over to that probably briefly and then come back to Minecraft. But otherwise, I'm working on a big tree and I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking, by the way. Hope you're doing well as well. I revised my old fave game. It's Minecraft Story Mode. If you're wondering, ooh, I've never actually played Minecraft Story Mode. That's the old Telltale game, right? I've never actually played it. I remember I watched a playthrough of it when like years and years and years ago, back when it was like first coming out. I remember I watched a playthrough of it, but I for the life of me could not tell you what happened in it. Oh my God, can I please climb? Oh yeah, probably. 3. And whoop. Bojo's gone now. Yo, he is. That's true. But like, I think I asked that like right before now. Wait 1 second. What would happen to Canada, government, and British Empire? Yeah, you did ask that. I mean, oh my god, it's such an interesting question. Oh, I don't know if I should. Story mode is my favorite game. I don't know why. I mean, probably because it's pretty interesting. It doesn't have, isn't it? Is it Brian Posehn? Is that who? He's like a voice actor in it. He's like, he's also in Mandalorian. He like just genuinely does a lot of bit parts as like the nerd character typically, which is just like such a weird thing as a character type to still exist. But I think he voice acted in that, didn't he? I could be wrong, but I swear he did. Yo, Dungeon, what's up there? Hello there. So, okay, 1 second. I am going to get down off of this real quick. That is a lightning storm. I just realized I don't really wish to be struck by lightning. That sounds not poggers. I'm going to be real with you. So we're going to not be on top of a big tree in a lightning storm. I just realized what was going on, and I was like, you know, it's probably a bad idea to be on a big on top of something tall during this. I saw the flash of lightning and I was like, oh, I see. Out of my way. Nope, don't touch me. Using a Minecraft metaphor. Could I? That's an interesting question as well. Go on the tree in a thunderstorm. You know, it sounds like a bad idea. I feel like I was told when I was very young that causes lightning strike. Oh my gosh. I mean, the long and the short of it is mostly just that, like Canada and Australia are founded differently than the United Kingdom because of the foundational documents they use. But long story short, the way that, particularly Canada, because it's a confederation, it is a federation of multiple different nations, which is very interesting. In the way that, like, a lot of people see Canada as like a place, but it's not. It's genuinely not. It's a bunch of tiny little countries that are now provinces, but they were all tiny colonies that came together to form what they have. And that is constantly an ebbing and flowing thing, and it's based on like the agreement that marries together. I think it's the BNA Act, yeah, because it's the British North America Act of 18. Oh, that's gonna bug me. I forget the year. Anyway, it's the British North America Act, which is its foundational, like, quote-unquote constitutional document and all these other things. Effectively speaking, the way that like that colony works and stuff like that, and the way that treaties lands work in Canada for its like tribes and the like, and a whole bunch of other issues. The long and the short of it is their system can't exist without the head of state that is the royal family, because the way that their nation works for its land ownership clause, like everything in that country is tied to a crown and tied to the necessity of the crown. And it's not just something that you can strike away and be like, oh, well, now we're just gonna call it something different. Because, more specifically, how do I phrase this without getting into anything? Ownership of land in general is crown land. And after King George III, that was then, and then once the Dominion of Canada got more of its own freedom in the 20th century, it was able to negotiate to a point where it would effectively be managing that land, because the Queen of England is not who the Queen of Canada is. There is a Queen of Canada who happens to also be the Queen of England. She is not, like, England is not in control of Canada at this point. Their courts are separated at this point, where it used, up until the 1950s, I think, Canada had to like send stuff over to England. and their it's a privy council, I think, like their council there decided things over the Supreme Court, which is actually, fun fact, how their healthcare system works the way it is now. That's literally a whole separate issue. But anyway, yeah, so like to defound that means you have to unfound the nation, because Canada is weirdly a nation that doesn't have a separation of church and state on paper, but it does in practice for the most part, which is interesting because the States is the reverse. On paper, we're a separated church and state, but in practice, we often aren't. It's fascinating from a political science standpoint, because of who were the foundational ideas. But like up until like, for example, how do I put this? The crown owns all land in Canada. Even land that you buy a deed to in Canada is still legally crown land because of how ownership of property works foundationally, because it's based on theory, specifically Rousseau theory, that gives a right to property. And that right to property, theoretically, hire a new queen of Canada. See, theoretically, you can't, because the way that the land ownership works is you would have to then have the government take away ownership, which it has the authority to do, but only if the authority is given to it by its head of state. And if they just do it on a whim, then their whole legal system, which is a precedent-based legal system, falls apart, because if that precedent doesn't matter, what precedent does matter? And I know it's all well and good to say like, oh, we'll just accept that it matters, but then literally nothing matters, because you can point to that as like in precedent law, you can't undo a precedent without making new law. And to have that new law exist, you need that head of state to agree. That's where that's the issue. And beyond that, where legitimacy for the government of Australia and for the government of Canada come from, where they derive their legitimacy, is from an agreement between nations, particularly in Canada, where it's an agreement between their French-speaking nation, which is recognized within its quote-unquote constitution, which is an unwritten constitution, as being a nation itself, as well as England. There was Upper and Lower Canada, I believe. Anyway, but they're recognized as separate nations with distinct identities. That's why Canada has two languages, is because it was legally recognized. But in doing so, there's a fealty to the idea. What I'm hearing is Canada say, it's genuinely easier for Britain to undo the monarchy than it is for Canada. That is where Canada's at. Canada would have to, because to do it, Canada has to open its constitution. It can change, technically, but it would have to open its constitution, which nearly tore that nation apart all throughout the 20th century anytime they've ever done it. And it would to this day, because one, it's actually not that popular, because it's mostly a non-issue. People shouldn't care. Like, genuinely speaking, it's a non-issue. It works and exists, and is actually arguably serving them better than a republic would. We have a republic. Our republic nearly got couped, and is arguably continuing to be couped. Like, the issue of a republic that doesn't exist is that there is a stop switch with the way they're founded around this monarchy, where that monarchy or its representatives, which are called governor generals, I think. Anyway, those representatives, which are just literal stand-ins, they can just dismiss a parliament at will to say, listen, and it doesn't mean that they take control. It means they say, listen, I don't think what you're doing I think you're doing something shady. Go get a vote. And if you reaffirm through a vote, then you can keep going. Like, they just force an election. And people might say, oh, well, that'll never happen. But it genuinely has. Within the last century, it happened in Australia in the 80s, and it happened in Canada in the late 30s, almost 40s, which was called the King Byng Affair. I only remember because it rhymes, but like, it's a genuine thing. So it's not something that like, oh, it'll never come up. And so it's just a genuinely interesting question where, like, for Canada to refound, it has to either rework its constitution, which to do has always failed with the Lake Accords. And they're called space. My God, space. Sorry, MJ is so right, so true. No, it's still be back momentarily. I hate this. They're so late. They're so late, man. Sorry, I've gotten way too into this. I genuinely know enough about it that I can keep going, but it's just, Canadian politics maybe even more convoluted than the US politics. Yes and no. It's actually not as convoluted in the way that, like, James Madison, if you read Federalist Paper 87, or sorry, no, that's Hamilton's. It's one of the Federalist Papers. Anyway, if you read the Federalist Papers, James Madison designed the American system to work in a way where it never actually has to get anything done. It's built in a way that it could just continue to loop itself over and over again. Current things have been changed about it to make that not happen, but our system is designed to never work if it doesn't want to. It's currently not up. I just checked it and it's still on the. They've been gone for 45 minutes. I know, right? I genuinely, like, the space stuff is also, I'm sorry for people who are lost, Rainy. I'm so sorry. This is I'm trying to really, like, lower down. Yo, Sharkamaday, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I'm trying to, like, really, like, make it as simple as possible. I'm trying to not introduce too many, like, factors, because I really do want it to be approachable. It's a very interesting topic. But I've learned a lot about precedent law in the last couple of weeks, and have only gotten more and more angry the more and more I learned about it. Like, the thing about precedent law is it's a great system to an extent. It's the best system we've discovered, but it also certainly makes it very difficult to change things ever. Very interesting stuff you're talking about. Hey, well, that's very kind of you, Cake. Because yeah, it's so, like, my degree, like, for those who are new, like, if you don't know, my degree is in political science and history. That's what I'm currently doing, and English, but that's not really important. Like, so those were my majors, and yeah, one of the because NAFTA was in the news at the time, so I got really interested and involved into North American politics and the history of North American politics. So I have a really good understanding of both the foundations of this nation and, like, Canada, and because of that I had to learn about the UK and Commonwealth nations, which is very fascinating. It's just because it's so old, it creates a lot of hampered issues. I'm interested, but I have no idea what you're saying. I mean, that in itself is kind of you to say. I mean, hey, it means I'm at least making it sound interesting. It's very dry. Like, one of the things that I understand a lot of people, like, in practice will like, how do I put this? In practice, the idea of the legitimacy of government sounds like it's just all make-believe, and it's only so long as you believe in it that it matters, which is true. But if you can't form legitimacy, you'll never have any government, if that makes sense. And so when you erode ideas of legitimacy in your government, you then create problems. Because why would people listen? Like, why does this law matter anymore when you clearly just showed that it doesn't? And that makes you a despotic government. And if we truly believe in all the Enlightenment theory that we say we do, you know, like the UN, this idea of collective bargaining, like this idea that, like, we can get along through words. Give me a random real word right now. Hippopotamonstrosis. There you go. That's your word. Can I say something? Not bad. I used to have a crush on Pac-Man when I was younger. Thinking about it. Fair, I suppose. I mean, I'm not really gonna think too much into it, because I mean, lots of people do weird. Not weird. I shouldn't say that. Lots of people are into whatever when they're younger, I guess. Cool. I guess. I shouldn't have read that one. But I have read some Supreme Court documents that have been released and make me the angriest is the fact that the precedent that is set can be interpreted differently or certain aspects of I will say, what is currently going on with the Supreme Court is arguably illegal. Arguably is the thing there. And as an ironic twist, it's the name for the fear of long words. True. It is. I forget where I learned. I feel like I learned that from a Disney show at one point. I feel like that's where I first learned that. How is it fair? I mean, fair because I'm not going to tell anybody that, like, I say fair because I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to put anybody down, you know? I'm just like, yeah, unless it's something literally illegal, but it was like a made up video game character. So I don't really, like, there's nothing that I can say that's like illegal about it. So I'm like, okay, it's more just that. Like, and when they're older, we're all into Venom. It's fine. My God. Nap, don't you see the plot lines are coming together? Rady Piglet left Pac-Man costume for. Oh my god, no, please. Rady Piglet, if you don't, what you might not understand is I lived in a place that randomly had a Pac-Man costume. It was wild. It was like in the basement of the place I got a lease in. It was weird. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh my god. Hey, Nat, what's up, dude? Oh man, one second. Let me see. Are they announcing James Webb Telescope stuff now? Why? Why do you hate me, White House? It's because I'm talking about Canada, isn't it? Because I'm talking about Britain and Canada. Menaces, a lot of them. But yeah, so like generally, oh, what was the other one? It was the Charlottetown Accords, and oh, that was the other interesting thing that I was gonna say, because like, okay, so the UK is potentially hurtling towards like, you know, collapsing. Not like tomorrow, but like, how do I put this? One of the major issues in the last Scottish referendum was a feeling that if they had voted to leave, they would not be able to still participate in the EU. So that was for, like, it was quite close. And to a lot of people, that is what they cited. They said, I don't want to vote to leave because I don't know if we would get to continue to stay in the EU. So given that like Scotland overwhelmingly voted to stay in the EU, but the lower part, England, effectively is what forced it, even though it was a low percentage of people who actually came out to vote in that election or in that referendum. Because England effectively voted to leave the EU, it's argued like, what if they voted again, why would Scotland choose to stay? And so that would break up the 1707 merger of crowns. I forget, it's a 1707 document that made the crown of Scotland and the crown of England one. And so that's why Scotland's part of the United Kingdom. Anyway, so that what's interesting about that is I'm in book now. Excuse me. How's my day? Loki, my day is going fantastic. They're announcing stuff about the James Webb Telescope. I'm very excited about that. Which is why the title of the screen, both tomorrow is going to be the actual reveal of stuff, but the White House is doing a random like display, and so I'm kind of like, hey yo, you know, like I'm kind of like, they're showing stuff off, so we're gonna tab over to that probably pretty soon, because it's meant to have started already, but of course they're late. Have they started yet? Anything? Bueller? Nope. Still begin momentarily. The most useless statement I've ever seen, because it's been half an hour since they started saying that. This was meant to begin 52 minutes ago. But yeah, what's interesting about that question though is there's like a very similar scenario in Canada, because they have their Quebec problem. But it isn't anymore. I mean, I think he said before I started this, I think he said he was gonna like potentially stream long to watch that. So I don't know if he still is or isn't. If he's still alive, he's probably still waiting for it as well. But yeah, the interesting thing about Canada is it has separatists as well, particularly in Quebec. But what's interesting is, unlike Scotland, the last time the Quebec one voted. Quebec problem is the Quebec is French. Hey, come on now. But no, what I was gonna say is the last time they voted on that, do I actually have a water bucket? I do not, so I'm not gonna take any risky jumps until I go get some more water. Let me actually go get water now that I think about it. Not in real life, I mean actually I probably should have. Well, I've been ranting a lot. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so they under, oh god, what was his name? Paul something. No, John. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry to Edward and anybody else. Your prime ministers are really hard to remember. I think it's John something, like Jen. Anyway, he, when that was happening, like for Quebec's one of their last separatist votes or whatever, like did a whole thing regarding that. Also, one second, I gotta do these hydrates. where he made their Supreme Court rule, or not made, but like took to their Supreme Court that like, and it's never been tested because the votes never happened again, that if there was a yes vote in a referendum to leave, because it's only referendums is what these places take, because they're not their own federal governments, you know what I mean? Like Scotland, even though it has a parliament, the Scottish parliament is more like a provincial parliament than it is a true national parliament in terms of its actual power. It has representatives in their federal parliament that is in London, and then the same's true for Quebec. Delayed even longer. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still refreshing every so often to see if it started. It's still on. Will begin momentarily. What do you mean by that, man? Show me space. Exactly. See, chicken gets it. Chicken gets it. The difference is arguably negligible. I'll put it that way, MJ. Like, the difference in terms of like the stopping power for fall damage is arguably negligible between gold and diamond when they both have featherfall 4 unbreaking. Like, it's genuinely quite close. But yeah, so anyway, what I was gonna say is in Canada, that referendum issue, technically they legally might not even have the capability. Going back to Minecraft story mode. Understandably, these things match up, you know? Scottish independence, Minecraft story mode, 2 peas in a pod. If I'm to be so bold, if I were to be so bold. Oh my God. God bless me for being a small streamer, because good Lord, I could not be having this conversation in any of those large chats. Like, you know what I mean? Featherfalling goes to 4. Yeah, see? Featherfall 4. Apparently a moment can be 40 minutes. Who knew? Begin momentarily, 40 minutes later, still beginning momentarily. Give or take, I do feel like doing that. Fair. I didn't know moments were actually quantifiable. It's kind of like, you know, in cooking where it's like add a pinch. Okay, but this is the question that defines everyone. Who is your favorite British monarch? Oh, Does Oliver Cromwell count? Does he count? Because technically, like he wasn't a monarch in name, but he was in practice? Does he count? I think he should count. Also, all of the Charles are really interesting. I mean, obviously we're gonna have Charles III if dude shows up, but like, all the Charles are interesting because I want to see what Charles III does. Every other Charles the first and second, dissolved Parliament and were very despotic. So I'm just saying, there's been a precedent set. Who knows? Oh my God. Captain Kirk is my favorite British monarch as well. Of course, the most famed British monarch, Captain Dane T. Kirk. Oh my gosh. Also, yo. Sure, why not? I mean, Pog. I might have to join on my backup account. Sometimes the main glitches I'm not on for like. Ooh, fair enough. Fair enough. Quick check the space thing. It's exactly an hour. Ooh, true. Is the space thing working? Where we at? It still says we'll be a. Oh my god. This is the ultimate. I swear to God, this is the ultimate bamboozle. You know, they say student loan forgiveness was the real, like, was them really going back on their word. For me, it was this. Oh my god. I'm on my back at yo. Well then, welcome back, Brady. Welcome back. Oh, right, that's what I wanted to. I was like, why did I come back to the house? And I was like, no, what I wanted to do was get a better look at the actual branches that I built. That one's a bit clunky, but I mean, at the same time, like, these are gonna be covered in leaves is the other thing. Like I understand they look a little clunky at times. Part of that's because, you know, they genuinely, like, they're gonna be covered in leaves. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Every captain is a British monarch. Is that canon? Wait, no shot is that a canonical thing. No shot are they like, oh yeah, we just mined away all of Britain. I feel like that would not have been an okayed thing. I feel like someone would have been like, no. You can't say that. No Puritans are considered. Oh man, drat. I mean, Lizzie the First is pretty solid, you know. That's where Virginia got its name. Okay, come on. Please, big money, no whammies. Ah! I would cry. I would cry if I was anybody else. If I was anybody else and this was like a problem I was facing. Didn't know if I was gonna make that jump. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. Did not know how that was gonna go for me. I was like, am I sprinted or not? I have no idea. Don't know how to toggle it. Oh well. I mean, it would have been. It wouldn't have been that bad of a fall, you know. I had a water bucket in hand. I'm sure I'd have been fine. Just fine. Let me just that. Yeah, there we go. Wood. Why does this tree take so much wood? I cut down so much at the beginning of the stream. Why does this tree hate me, man? But then also Henry V and Henry VIII. I mean, the 8th is interesting, I suppose. The web test image? I did not. Is that on? Wait, is that on Twitter? What do you mean? Somebody add me. Somebody tag me in it. Right now. Right now. Oh, you useless NASA TV, I swear to God. One of these days, man. One of these days. I'm coming after NASA and their TV network. Menaces, the lot of them. And not a witch, not a menacing witch, just a menace. I'm here for wood. Not the same kind of wood, but like, I mean, well, actually, I'm gonna take these. I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds boggers. I've got a question. Why do you like Minecraft Story Mode more than Minecraft? Like, really? I mean, me? I've never played it. I don't personally. I don't like Minecraft Story Mode better than Minecraft. But I've just also never played it. Been great lurking though. Hey, no worries, Gred. It's perfectly fine for people to lurk. Lurking is literally probably like if I were to guess, I mean, I have nothing to back this number up. I think lurking is genuinely something like 85% of Twitch are lurkers. Most people aren't very active in chats. I mean, I love having people active in chats. It's fun. It makes it fun to have the conversation with you guys. And I actively encourage it, but never feel bad if you can't, because sometimes you're just not up to it, man. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know? Have a great stream and the rest of your day. Thank you very much, Grant. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day as well, dude. I said I, not you. Oh, my mistake. I misread that. How do you know more about my country than I do? I mean, in the case of either the United Kingdom, Canada, and to a much lesser extent, Australia, it's mostly just I have a lot of study in the Age of Empire, which is when a lot of these places were founded as like dominions. And then like work that I've done on the suffragette movement, like that I wrote a paper on like the history of women in the United Kingdom from 1850 to or sorry, I took a course that was 1850 to 1950. It was in a 100-year period, and so like in doing so, then you just inevitably, because I focused on suffragettes and the suffragette movement. And so inevitably you just come into contact with tons and tons of different aspects of the British Empire as it slowly kind of broke apart. But yeah. Not a lot of people. Hey, and fair enough. I mean, again, like, and that's why some people do talk here. Is they talk here because, you know, they can actually have conversation. And I like it. Yo, Weird Plant, dude, what's up, man? How do? Breaking news: Biden press conference is happening. Wait, I feel obliterated. Oh, I should have read the rest of the. I got excited. I thought you meant like breaking news. It started. Nap, go, 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 and I was like, no, please. I feel cheated. I feel cheated, MJ. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like you cheated me on that one. I feel baited. I got you baited. Oh my god. Why do you like it? I mean, I don't know. Why do you like Minecraft Story Mode more than base Minecraft? You tell me. I'm not gonna have an answer for you. It'd be honestly ironic if I did. If I was just like, yeah. You a fool. Oh, come on. Don't kick a man while he's down. It's so rude. Oh my gosh. I had no intent. This is wild. I had such zero intention of talking about like political doctrine and stuff like that, and found that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could talk to you the live long day about the Enlightenment period and how that founded like most of Western thought today, and how we rule, like how we govern and rule ourselves, and it's very fascinating. It's deeply fascinating. I feel everybody should try to learn some of it because it genuinely will help you, I think, in life. It helps you to understand where things come from, in terms of like how your government works. Be that for the States, be that for Canada, be that for the United Kingdom, be anywhere, France, etc. Like France is also super interesting, because you got to realize about France is they had like the idea, it comes up a lot of like, oh, who's the current like heir to France or whatever, and like that's something I've talked about before on this stream, and like a lot of people might dismiss it as something like, yeah, well, like who cares? They got rid of their king and that's never coming back. But you got to realize, the French in 1789 got rid of the king. Well, 1790 was actually when 90/91 was when the actual decision to not be a constitutional monarchy occurred, because that was what they were originally going for. There was not like the revolution did not start out with the plan to get rid of the king in France. But what's interesting about that is people often say like, oh, they got rid of it, but after getting rid of it, they went from a constitutional monarchy to a republic, to an imperial monarchy, to a monarchy, to a restoration monarchy, to another republic, to another monarchy, to another republic, to like absolute rule returned 4 more times within 100 years after that revolution. And even still, like they're only on the 5th iteration of the republic since its original like the original type, and they've gone through 5. And that's only been in like under 200 years, or a little over 200 years, I mean, sorry. So you gotta realize things change fast. It's good to know why things are the way they are, you know what I mean? Not able to stay for long because I've got a feeling really sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Have been vomiting all day. Oh man, that's awful. Documentary on Dubai. Oh well, I hope the documentary is interesting at the very least, but oh my gosh, the rest of that sounds awful. I mean, that sounds really rough, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. MJ played 600 Lamo get wrecked nerd. Absolutely did not, and how dare you? Come on, you could at least pay the 600. I'm kidding. You could at least actually kick in. Come on, go. You think I'm running a charity here? Come on. That's a joke, chat. That's a joke. Come on, please. I'm just joking. My God. I mean, half joking. Oh my gosh. Yo, Microphone, thank you so much for the follow, dude. You tell me why I like it, but how am I meant to know, man? Do you know Sir might be Doris? What? I think my friends are pranking. What? I had an ad I couldn't hear. What? Gesundheit. Could you reiterate? I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, it is playing much worse music than me. How dare you? How dare you, MJ? This is genuinely cultivated. I cultivated a playlist. This is picked and chosen. There is effort into this. How dare you come at me like this? It's not generic. It was made by a specific artist for the express purpose of what I wanted. It's a particular genre design as well of lo-fi. Unbelievable. Ungrateful these Twitch chat these days, so ungrateful. Come on. They wonder why I lock Portal behind a sub goal. Oh my gosh. Thanks, lol. No worries. I think. Oh my gosh. I like lore and characters. I mean, I love lore as well. I mean, that's actually how I've designed this world. And there's lots of lore in base Minecraft. It's just very implicit. It's just not like done super in your face, but like there's tons and tons of lore in Minecraft. For an example is, you find these igloos that have these weird research labs in them. And in the research labs, it tells you both, one, in-game, how to cure a zombie villager, but then also, like, that's story. Who is out here researching the cure for zombie villagers? Who's trying to cure them? And one, why? Two, where are they? Why is the stonework the exact same architectural style as you find in the stronghold? Are they connected? Who knows? It's all implicit. It's there for you to put together. The same kind of architectural style that's found in some, but not all, of the ocean ruin. I like when people talk about lore. Oh, buddy boy, if you come to the right place. Wait, why do you guys not like the word lo-fi? Oh my god, wait, it actually started? Is this /Jen?
The floor is yours.
Everybody shut up!
Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone. I am very honored to be with you all. President Joe Biden and I talk often about our mutual passion for everything you all do. This is a very exciting moment to join you for the unveiling of the work that you have been laboring on for decades. So to our President Joe Biden, thank you for your leadership around all of these issues. Our NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and the Office of Science and Technology Policy Acting Director Dr. Alondra Nelson. Thank you also to our colleagues from across the White House and NASA and everyone else joining us from home. So yes, as chair of the National Space
it means
Council,
genuine. It means like when you're being genuine about something.
An exciting new chapter
in
the exploration of our universe.
Yeah, it is.
From the beginning of history, humans have looked up to the night sky with wonder. And thanks to dedicated people who have been working for decades in engineering and on scientific marvels, we can look to the sky with new understanding. When NASA launched the Hubble Space Telescope in 1990, we were able to see the stars unobstructed by the Earth's atmosphere and understand the universe in ways we could have never imagined even a few decades earlier.
That's what I'm saying,
and
MJ.
Now we enter a new phase of scientific discovery, building on the legacy of Hubble. The James Webb Space Telescope allows
we've been known. Come on,
to see
hurry up.
deeper into space than ever before and in stunning clarity. It will enhance what we know about the origins of our universe, our solar system,
Sorry, I was drinking water,
and possibly life itself. This was made possible by partnership among nations. And it is an example of how the scientific endeavor can build upon the international rules and norms that govern our cooperation in space. This telescope is one of humanity's great engineering achievements. And the images we will see today are a testament to the amazing work done by the thousands of workers across our nation who dedicated years to this project.
There she is. I was like, which one?
They embarked on this complex endeavor for the benefit of humankind. And in the process,
what's happening? This is a press conference from the White House about the James Webb Telescope, which was recently launched by NASA about half a year ago,
and will undoubtedly
which is showing just wild new pictures
to look to the heavens with excitement and ambition. With that, it is my great honor to introduce a leader who has always believed in the power of American innovation and international cooperation to achieve the remarkable. Our president, the President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Well, it's great to meet you all. And
oh wait, I feel bad now. I'm covering the. Oh wait, I can't. 1 second.
Because I was engaged
that's the only way the emote works.
Middle East. But today is a historic day, and thank you, Vice President Harris, Chair of the National Space Council, and thank you, my dear friend and our outstanding NASA administrator, and the only guy here that's been in space, Bill Nelson. Bill, you're a good friend. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
He loves that nose scratch, man. He loves that little nose scratch.
A great job leading this Office of Science and Technology.
Do you know how often you see that man do the little hand raise, little right nostril nose scratch?
Rocket launch from Earth, carrying the world's newest, most powerful deep space telescope on a journey 1 million miles into the cosmos. First of all, that blows my mind. 1 million miles into the cosmos.
True.
Along the way, unfolding itself.
I mean, this would be wild for you, Joe. You're so old.
A sun.
No! Please! 1 second.
For science.
Oh my God, we're back.
For astronomy and space exploration. For America and all of humanity. You know, as an international collaboration, this telescope embodies how America leads the world, not by the example of our power, but the power of our example. A partnership with others It symbolizes the relentless spirit of American ingenuity. And it shows what we can achieve.
Yo,
what more we can discover. Not just about distant
Sorry,
places,
this isn't what I normally stream, but this is just deeply
climate,
interesting,
like
dude.
NASA's Earth Systems Observatory that we launched last year. That's why the federal government must invest.
Listen, okay, so he's getting really political, so I'm just gonna like turn this down for a hot second. So for those that don't know, like, I'm gonna recover what this is in layman's terms, because I feel like a lot of people don't know, and he's just talking about how cool his administration is. Which whatever you think, I don't care. So the James Webb Telescope, just so you're aware, it's basically, it's pointed at a location in space that's best known as SMACS, like SMACS, SMACS 0723, which is a galaxy cluster, specifically that bends light in a really different way from most galaxy clusters, and this galaxy cluster is effectively a natural telescope lens. So in the same way that we use a telescope, which allows us to see much farther, if you were looking at this location, it's like a lens. It shows us much farther into space than is normal. Wait, are they showing us? Oh. Yo. Put it on the big screen. I don't want to see it through two screens.
NASA Administrator Nelson, I'm going to turn this over to you. So will you please tell us about what we're seeing?
Mr. President, if you held a grain of sand on the tip of your finger at arm's length, that is
why am I looking at a room of people looking at a thing?
The universe that you're seeing, just one little speck of the universe. And what you're seeing there are galaxies.
Each one of these is a galaxy.
You're seeing galaxies that are shining around other galaxies whose light has been bent. And you're seeing just a small little portion of the universe. You know, 100 years ago, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, 100 years ago, we thought there was only one galaxy. Now, the number is unlimited. And in our galaxy, we have billions of stars or suns, and there are billions of galaxies with billions of stars and suns, and we're getting our first glimpse. As you said, Mr. President, we're looking back more than 13 billion years. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. And that light that you are seeing on one of those little specks has been traveling for over 13 billion years. And by the way, we're going back further, because this is just the first image. They're going back about 13.5 billion years. And since we know the universe is 13.8 billion years old, we're going back almost to the beginning. That is the discovery that we are making with this. There's another thing that you're going to find with this telescope. It is going to be so precise, you're going to see whether or not planets, because of the chemical composition that we can determine with this telescope of their atmosphere, if those planets are habitable.
Oh.
And when you look at something as big as this
is the first, dude.
We are going to be able to answer questions that we don't even know what the questions are yet. This is what's happening. And it's because of this wonderful team that's out here. Part of that team led by Thomas Zurbuchen.
God.
It was in trouble financially 5 years ago. He took it over. He got Greg Robinson that
I don't care about the finances, man. I don't care.
And the result
show me the pictures.
So what an incredible team.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Here, one second. We'll switch it to,
by the way,
WEBB.
with our international partners,
just
the European Space Agency and the Canadian Space Agency. So this is an international endeavor.
It's amazing. I wonder what the press like in those other places.
We're going to give time for the press to leave, and then we'll continue the briefing.
What do you mean you're giving time for the press to leave? What does that mean? What do you mean? Is that it? Oh, I thought it was gonna be more, man. That's so lame. That's so lame. Oh my god. So like the full thing's tomorrow. That's the thing. The full thing is tomorrow. This was just a little teaser. I knew it had potential to not potentially be something, but like I was hoping maybe it'd be a little bit more. I was like, oh, maybe, you never know. But yeah, like I was hoping it'd be a little bit more. That is the press conference for that. Get destroyed, nerd. I know. I mean, the full thing's tomorrow. I know the full thing's tomorrow. But what's important about what they said? So I'm just gonna quickly like talk about what they said here. Let me turn back on the music. What's important about what they said there is that is the very first image that they're gonna be doing. And beyond that, we know that they have like over a dozen more photos that they're ready to show tomorrow. And that's the full NASA conference. That's why I was confused just today. I thought maybe there'd be more. Apparently not. That sucks, but whatever. But even still, that picture's gorgeous, man. And as he said, like, you got to realize the universe as we know is only at most whatchamacallit, like 1 billion years old kind of deal. You know what I mean? But like at most oh, actually here, one second, I feel like I messed that up. Didn't quite do that right. Yeah, no, it was showing what I wanted to do, but it was not game capture, it was display capture. Sick and transition and back. Awesome. So what oh, let me turn that off as well. Good lord. What they were talking about there, I know it's off schedule, but well, you stream the NASA one. I'm just really interested in this. Oh, I'm like, I don't know what time it'll be tomorrow. Like, I genuinely might have to be like trying to watch it on a phone while I'm at work. Like, I don't know what time it's gonna be at tomorrow. I have to double check that. So for that reason, I will potentially try to be in the Discord in there to stream it if I can't do it at home, because like then I wouldn't be able to properly stream it. But either way, if not, I will probably watch that conference and stream a rewatch of it if I'm not able to watch it like when it's live, which I'm really hoping I can. Which is why I was so excited about this. But yeah, what's super what's the word I'm looking for? What's like actually genuinely fascinating about what he said was, if the universe is only I think it was 9 or whatever billion years old, and we're seeing back 13.3, there's still lots of extra time there. Like, don't get me wrong, there is still lots of like almost 1 billion years, like hundreds of millions of years left within that. Like, you still have 600 million years before the start of the universe. But we have potential to be seeing clusters of planets that, one, no longer exist, but two, will give us an idea potentially of what some of the first, if there is habitable life, like habitable planets, what first civilizations existed in this galaxy? Like, that is nuts. Like, do you understand? Like, first civilization, we might learn of like genuine, like, oh, there's a habitable planet there. If we can learn more about this, we might learn there's like civilization there. You know what I mean? Far away from us in the same universe is a far cry from the entire other universes existing. I mean, yeah, 100%. Like, but that's the thing, is like, as he said, we used to just think there was one galaxy. We didn't even know there was multiple. And now we do, and now we're like, oh, what is playing? Oh, NASA's still playing. Okay, I was like, so excuse me? I was like, wait, I was like, where's that ominous music coming from? Oh my gosh. So far as I remember correctly, there's no proof that there's any other universes besides the one that we live in currently. Yeah, 100%. We currently have no proof that there is another universe. Seeing back that far, like, the only way that we could probably know that is if we can manage to see far enough back to see what exists prior to our universe, if that makes sense.
which how and what that even means, I couldn't tell you. Like, that's just, like, what I just said is meaningless. Because genuinely, I don't even know if that's possible. But I don't think, because I don't know how you would be able to test if there's other universes in that way. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. But what's fundamentally fascinating about that is, think of each one of those little dots you saw in that image. Each one of those dots is a galaxy. We are and that doesn't mean solar system. That means galaxy. In each galaxy. So we live in the Milky Way galaxy. In a galaxy, there can be thousands of solar systems. In our galaxy, there's thousands of solar systems. And in our solar system alone, there's like what, a dozen planets? So the sheer odds of how many other planet-like life, and that's what they were talking about. What they were talking about, I guess, prepping people for what's coming tomorrow, is that there's potential that we're going to be able to look close enough to see other planets in this earliest version and rendition of the universe that we will know. And if that isn't both terrifying and so fundamentally exciting to a planet that was originally just a bunch of monkeys, like lizards before us, or whatever, like I don't even know how to describe how enriching and just fascinating that is. That's so insane to try to even, it's literally inconceivable. And by the way, I'm not trying to say this to spook anybody. I am very good at like keeping myself distanced, etc., etc., etc. Like, I know how to compartmentalize it in a way that like doesn't mess with me. I totally understand if this is like a freaky deaky thing for you and I can move on. But like, for me, it's just so interesting. It has the potential, like, for all we know, we're gonna find a planet that has an ore that we've never heard of. New elements could be being discovered to be added to the periodic table. Things that could potentially cure diseases or fix problems that we don't even begin to conceive as a possibility. There could be ores that we can then learn to, like, when you think about microchips, all of that is just particular ore that we eventually learned how to utilize. I mean, not all of it, like, I understand there's other aspects to it, but that is what's foundational to it, is the alloy that we eventually learned to use to make microchips. That kind of thing, we could find new metal that could revolutionize the world in terms of like, oh, that looks insane. Obviously, it's so far away we wouldn't be able to get a hold of it, but we would then know it exists. And once you know something exists, the playing field changes entirely, because then there's always the potential that you can know, once you know what you're looking for in other places, there's potential that there's some of that within our galaxy, and we just don't know it yet. You know what I mean? Anyway, I digress. It's really cool to me, but yeah, I'm really happy with how that's kind of coming out. You know, I mean, like, it's not perfect. It needs some extra branches up that top, and then I'm gonna add the leafy little boys. But I think for now that's probably good for the tree. I want to move on to a slightly different project while we got time, because we're about at the halfway point, and I need more resources and stuff like that before I want to continue that. And I don't want to keep running back and forth between mining wood and whatnot. I got some here, but we've watched me work on the tree for a little bit. I'm gonna move to a slightly different project. Oh, what I was gonna say though about Stray, beyond like it just being really cool, yo, Immortal Techno, dude, thank you so much for the raid, man. How was the stream? Hopefully it was good. I don't know what you were playing or whatnot, but I hope it was a good stream. Hope it was enjoyable for you and everything was going well and nothing went wrong. Hope the weekend was good too. What do you have to say, man? What do you got for me? Useless, kind of cool. Useless. Oh, what I was gonna say though was what you call it? Recently, and Rain, you might find this interesting because you like the lore aspect. What I was talking about earlier on a TikTok, I think it was Friday or whatever is when I posted that one. Is end gateways, which I think are a deeply underestimated like portal. Not underestimated, that's not the right word. Underrepresented portal that exists in Minecraft that I feel like most people don't even know exists. Namely because, I mean, what a lot of people don't know is a lot of people don't even make it to the end, let alone the nether. Like stats wise, in terms of like how many people actually beat the game, there's lots of people who have like never beaten the game of Minecraft. They just never get to that point. They get bored before they get to the end, etc., etc., etc. Like, I've just never done it. Never fought the dragon or anything like that. Or like, they just only bought it to play Bed Wars or bought it to do whatever. And so a lot of people don't actually know about end gateways. And I find that to be really interesting in terms of like, one, how they form. So the way that an end gateway generates that you can make is by killing an ender dragon. When you kill the ender dragon, an end gateway forms, and what that does is it juts you out far into the end when you enter it, but you can only enter it using a end pearl, and it takes you far out, but only out to one. A lot of people don't know there's biomes in the end, but there are, and it's called the Highland biomes, or the End Highlands, which is one, really cool because Highlands, but two, is interesting in terms of like, oh wow, this whole Highlands biome idea. You can only really get to it, not only, I mean, you can bridge to it from the main island itself, but there's now these portals that will just teleport you out to it. And they come from dead dragons. That's an interesting little detail. You know where we find a lot of dragon heads? Of, you know, dead previously existing dragons? Find a lot of them on end ships. And so that's intriguing to me that the end ships have these dragon heads. And to me, I wonder if that means that these ships used to traverse the end, or sail the end, or the void, I should say, using end gateways to jump, kind of like hyperspace in like in Star Wars kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like to jump forwards or warp or whatever you want to call it. Because they had to sail somehow, and we know they float. And these end cities exist to dock them, and almost every end city exists in a highland biome as well. And so, were these ones used to get out to more lush regions of the end? But then if you use one that's out in the highlands, you can also find ones that randomly exist out there that will take you back to the main island. And I think that, in part, is what the end spikes do. I think they're meant to anchor the end island to a location, the main one, so that you can use gateways to get back. You know, because it takes you back to the obsidian platform. And I mean, obviously, like, that's just a gamified answer. Like, there's game aspects to this that make it the way that it is. But I think it's worth considering. When I say that, I mean, I think it's worth considering. I think it's worth considering as like a weird element to the story that Minecraft holds. Because we don't know who built these end ships, what happened to them, why they had elytras, why any of it exists, why elytras are only able to be fixed or made, or well, arguably made, but we can't make them. Why they could be only fixed using the remains of a creature that doesn't exist in the end. Like only from the phantom membrane is the only way to fix an elytra, but an elytra can only be obtained in the end. So whoever was on these ships at some point probably had access to Phantom. Well, that implies that they, at one point or another, existed in the overworld. They at one point or another were people who were in the overworld. Okay, I need to get coal from the main spat. but I like in-your-face lore more. Yeah, I love secret lore. See, I love implicit lore. I love lore that doesn't like make you have to learn it in a way that like it's all there. It is very in your face, in my opinion. I think Minecraft's lore is very in your face if you want it to be. If you choose to ignore it, that's great and that works out. But I think having these temples all around and these cities and these discs like discs 11, 13, and 5 and the ancient cities and like these laboratories that exist, I think there's a lot of lore to be had just within the game itself. It just doesn't hold your hand. It's not explicit about it. It's implicit because some people don't want that in the game. And some people aren't interested in that part of the game. So it's not that it's secret lore because it's perfectly in your face about it existing. So it's not like you gotta like, it's not like an Easter egg in the way of, oh, if you spin 3 times in this location, you'll open up a secret room. It's genuine lore that like just exists. Yeah, it's there to engage with if you want it, which I think is really interesting. Yo, Enzo, Eddie, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. And I genuinely think that's what, like, almost it's not its secret weapon per se, but like, I think that's to its credit. I think the fact that Minecraft lets you play it as a game with a really deep and rich lore, or a game that has no lore at all, is to the credit of Minecraft as a game. Angel, why? No, please. I am not a, oh my god. I'm never gonna live that title down. I don't even remember who gave it to me originally, but I am just genuinely like, I think it was Bees. And I think for the rest of my time in existence, I'm just like, people are gonna join chat. It's gonna be like, little baby, little slut boy. And I'm gonna be like, please, it's been 30 years. Yo, Oliver, dude, what's up, man? Have been graced with my presence. I've decided this is what Oliver sounds like, even though I know he doesn't. I've decided he sounds like this. And he goes, you have been graced with my presence. I don't know why I'm making Oliver sound like he lives in Oliver Twist, but I guess he does. How's the Victorian period, I guess, Oliver? How's that treating you? Oh my god. It was Caleb, I think. I don't know why. I'm devastated by it. Every day I wake up and I stare at a mirror and I go like, I hear the Moon Knight song. I hear every day I wake up. I just cry into the mirror. Oh my gosh. I'm good, innit? Ow, you bud. You mean to call me blood or did he mean bud? Oliver's like, I mean, I know it helps you, but well, helpless ratio. Hey, Oliver, there is a very, very easy way to skirt ads. There's a way around it, you know? It's, you hit a button to subscribe, and then, boom, you get no ads. You subscribe and you get no ads. Pretty good trade. Pretty good trade, not gonna lie, Oliver. It's a pretty good deal. You also get some cool emotes. You know? Hello, blood is like bud. Oh! And here I thought we were getting into the Bloods and Crips. My mistake. I thought you were just like deciding to just be really just like forward with like with gang culture in the United States, and I was like, okay, I guess, cool. I was like, Oliver, how much do you know about this? It's like, Oliver, should I be concerned? Already in debt. I mean, helpless ratio, man. Come on. You can't eat the hardcore world. It's not allowed. I will stop you. By the power of, I don't know, Grayskull or something. I'm gonna stop you somehow. Anybody ever watch that new He-Man show? Was it any good? I heard it was not. I heard it was like a bait and switch, and it was not the show that was promised in its trailers, and a lot of people didn't like it. But I don't know if that's because it was actually bad, or if it just like left a bad taste in people's mouths because like it wasn't what they thought it was gonna be. And so because of that, they're like, it's awful. And it's just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like one of those situations where it's just like, it's not actually bad, but it's not what was promised, and therefore everybody just says it's bad. Because that happens a lot. Like a surprising amount. Two gangs around where I am. I don't know, either. Is Oreo? Wait, what? What? Oreo? Like the cookie? You telling me there's a gang named after the cookie? Or it's the cookie people, and they just made a gang for themselves? Should I be concerned for the people of Oreo? Are they involved in some nefarious things? I feel like I should air my grievances or concerns, you know? I feel like maybe there's a danger to be had here. Wait. Can I eat the world, please? No! Radiant, you can't eat the world! What do you mean? Only seeing new She-Ra, these phase get used in He-Man 2. Yeah, it's originally from He-Man. It's He-Man's friend. By the power of Grayskull is He-Man's, like, he goes, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power! And then he, and then at one point in the series, yeah, he, like, shares that power with She-Ra? Because I think they were a thing for a second. I think originally. Like, I've not seen the new animated series, but anyway, because then for a second, like, or so, Grayskull Keep is He-Man's place or whatever. And I think for a while, he shared his power with his then girlfriend She-Ra. Or were they married? I don't know. He-Man lore is not my strong suit. I learned a lot of it because I knew this dude at the comic shop who was just obsessed with it, and I was like, okay, cool, I guess. Can I just buy what I wanted? And he's like, no, you gotta listen. So I had to listen to his rants for a little while. But, you know, I'll live. Not the worst thing I've ever had to sit through. I'll take a picture next time I see the logo, but it's kind of like becomes this white noise. Oh, look, could be a huge logo, but no one would see it. Oh, well, it seems very ineffective then, Oliver. I think you should give them notes. I think you should find them and say, my good gentlemen, I believe that your efforts are in vain and you fail to get the outreach that you so seek. Perhaps a different strategy might, embolden the capabilities of your organization. Yes. Say it just like that too. They'll really respect it. They'll thank you. Do not do this. Do not do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't need permission. You do, and I don't give it. It's not permission, it's consent, and I do not give you consent to eat the hardcore world. I called She-Ra a woman one time. Huh? Do y'all know Thundercats? I've heard of them. I've never watched it. I think it existed on like a retro channel that I watched. Yo, Keo, what's up, dude? Hello, sorry I'm late. Whoa. Whoa. Drinking apple juice? Crazy. Nah, no worries, Keo. There's no such thing as being late to Napoleon the 7th stream. The only one who could be late is me. Otherwise, it's here for your enjoyment when you want it. more cobblestone. Yo, I'm gonna mine it out of this mountain. Nobody needs this mountain, you know? And no one's gonna have a problem with this. And if they do, they can bring it up with, I don't know, the tax man. They won't. They won't. Nobody brings anything to the tax man. They know it'll only end poorly for them. It'll only end bad if they bring it up to the tax guy. He will obliterate them. He will triple their taxes. Is that legal? I can't tell you. Not for me to say. I mean, it's literally for me to say I run this kingdom, I suppose. But, I mean, I'm not gonna, though. You know? Maybe they should mind their business, you know? Apple juice, yes. Good, good, I would hope. Man, Oliver, how did that? I feel like the SMP that we were both on just petered out. How did that hole ever work out? Did that did you guys win? Did everybody join it? Did everybody join the little cult, or did that just not work out? I feel like I never heard, and then I just tried to go on one day and it just didn't work, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess, sure. Like, you know what I mean? Also, I'm sorry that I went on like nerd explosion about the space stuff, but like, listen, when they first showed up, I remember I was at the gym when they first showed off the first image of the of the black hole that we ever had, and I genuinely I IRL pogged. I don't think you could have wiped the look off of my face of just pure unadulterated joy. Like, that was such a cool thing. Oh my god. It was so, I still look at it. I still bring up that photo and just stare. It's just so cool. It's something that nobody, for the tens of thousands of years there's been humans on this planet. No one's ever seen that, and then we get to? That's so crazy. It's so cool, man. I love space. Space is so cool. I do wish they showed more at that press conference. I really do. I thought it was gonna be more. And I love that they got to that point. See, what's concerning though is then they're and then we're gonna continue the briefing. So that means the president was there to get briefed on what they found, meaning he doesn't know yet. So it could be some wild stuff. Is that what they're telling me? Aliens confirmed. Saying IRL is not cool with the rest. What? IRL Pog isn't meant to be cool. It's just what I was doing, man. It communicates what my face looked like. What I meant to say, I'd be like, oh, and man, when they said that, I looked like this. You can't see my face. You can't see my face, man. So I gotta describe it a little bit, and the best way to describe it is I IRL pogged. I pogged in real life. Is it a little lame to describe it that way? Mayhaps. But listen, they were showing off a black hole. What was I meant to do? Not? Come here. Did I miss the alien reveal? I mean, you did miss the press conference, but it was very short. Only showed a little bit. I mean, what it showed was still deeply interesting. We got to see a section of space that's 13.3 billion years old. That's nutty. That's insane. And then the rest of the photos are coming out tomorrow, because we just got to see the beginning. It was basically just a tacked on bit before the president had his actual briefing with the members of NASA. So he's learning what they found today too, the same way that we did, but he gets to know and we get to know tomorrow. So I guess today he's getting to see the images and go, yeah, not that one. Don't show that. And I'm like, oh man. Pink, my age is 1003. What do you want from me? I was kicking around in the year 1001. You know? Or no, in the year 999. Yeah, that's when I was born. I was born in 999. I think. Is that how math works? I don't know, man. Math is weird. I needed that gulp. I was just drinking water anyway. Oh my god. Really had to think about that, huh? Yeah, I had to think about that, man. I'm bad at math. I've never said I'm good at math. Can I talk to you all the live long day about like the foundational like philosophy and theory of Western politics? Sure. Could I talk to you about wars in Vietnam from its inception and the Guangdong period all the way up to like current day Vietnam? Absolutely. I could tell you about their hero myths. I could tell you how they had to deal how they had to deal with French colonialism just the same as they had to deal with Chinese colonialism, because the Song Empire was big jerks to them. But you know what? I can't do math. I have to go now. I hope the stream goes well. Bye, Oliver. I hope the rest of your night goes well, dude. It's probably very late for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, dude. Bye. And while space can be scary to you, my dude, I do hope that you check in at the new James Webb stuff. It's gonna be so cool, man. It's gonna be so cool. Like genuinely, it's so intriguing and interesting, and it changes the fabric of how we understand the universe we ourselves live in. And I think that is worth knowing. Went to bed at 7:30 a.m., woke up at 2 p.m. Hey, I mean, you know, not bad. Unless that is bad. I mean, depending, I don't know, maybe you work at nights. I have no idea. Different sleep schedules are fine. Sounds like you at least got your 8 hours, and that's what's important, dude. I ain't gonna cost anybody. I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong. I gotta get less excited. I cannot keep yelling about space. I am going to lose my voice, and I need it tomorrow. So that I can yell more. So I can yell when they bring out the rest of the James Webb images, and I can just absolutely lose my flipping mind, dude. No, that's not what I wanted. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, why? I don't worry, I was just not sleeping. I mean, again, fair enough. Like, it's like sleeping from 7:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. still gains the amount of hours you meant to have. So at the very least, you're getting the right amount of time, you know? Cause space is cool, Angel. It's so cool. It's genuinely riveting. It makes me feel alive. Wait, that sounds dark. That sounds bad. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just genuinely so exciting and cool. And I have looked up to the stars, probably like, even when I can barely see them. You have to go out to be able to see them proper. And you know what? When I do, it is just something to behold. We live in a world so small. It is a speck of dust in a universe that expanded around it. and it is genuinely my absolute pleasure to be able to exist in a time where we know and see so much of a cosmos that we have otherwise never even had an inkling was there. Oh, 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 oh. I'm trying to see how much further back I want them to go. Because like right about like here is where I want actual buildings to exist. You know what I mean? Like right here, I'm gonna have big dock buildings, like dry dock buildings, that are gonna be built on here. They're just gonna be warehouses. They're not gonna be anything special, you know? Even with glasses. Ooh, Tiger. I mean, I recommend using a telescope. It changes everything in terms of that. I have a friend, and the way that they get around like their glasses issues and stuff like that. I mean, occasionally they'll use contacts, I think. But otherwise, they like they use telescopes specifically, and that's allowed them to get like good looks into space and stars and whatnot. I love going into the field. Oh man, that sounds so nice. It seems peaceful. It's so peaceful. Oh god. These stars someday. Never seen them. Yeah, I agree. I think you should. Absolutely, everybody should, if they can, try to find time at some point in their life to be able to get out deep into the countryside, to get to see stars, unlike any other time that you can in life. You know. You've just been clearing out a chunk in Minecraft? Oh my god, that'd be awful. It's like what? From like even just here, it would be 123? Yeah, that's like 123 blocks down of just like for a full chunk. Oh my god. And I'm like at water level. Let alone being up on a mountain. Oh my god. That sounds awful. Finally, I can climb over here to get up to where I need. Oh man. Oh. Oh. I'll alter this eventually in the future as well. But for now, my friends, we must just alter what we can. Oh, what's also really cool, what do you call it? Yo, be buzzing happily. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. I went to Iceland a few years ago to see the Northern Lights. Blew my tiny mind, like, man, whoa, literally my favorite space thing. What's so cool about the Northern Lights is every planet has them. Oh my god. Every planet has Aurora Borealis, and we've even been able to capture it in images at times. It's so cool. Jupiter has an Aurora Borealis at its northern point, or at its poles, I should say. Oh, space is so cool, man. It's so beautiful. Ten more layers till bedrock. Good God, man. Good God. Yeah, we can occasionally see it using telescopes. We could see on top of those planets their swirling aurora. So cool. Don't shoot me. Swear to God. Yeah, I saw him and I was like, I swear, if he's coming over here to shoot me, I'll end him. I'm gonna end him anyway. Just because I don't like him. I've yet to visit Jupiter. I love the energy. I love that it's I've yet to. Oh my gosh. Can't get it out of your head. Well, it sounds like you want to do a replay of it, my guy. Because it sounds like you've played it before, so it sounds like you want to do a replay of it. I think that's actually also on the list at some point for a sub goal for this place, but it's after like so many other ones at this point. It's after like Portal and I think Cuphead, and if I put Celeste back on the list, but you know, we'll see. What I'm excited for Stray though is that I'm excited to do a short little. I also need to record the finale of Inscription. I think I'm gonna record myself playing the rest of Inscription rather than stream it because of the issues or whatever. And then I'm gonna splice it all together into probably 2, maybe 3 YouTube videos. Just because I don't really want like it probably won't be full streams because there's lots of losses in there. So it'll be like a much more condensed version with moments from each playthrough kind of thing. You know what I mean? But because genuinely, Inscription has been a joy to play. It has been fun and riveting. Not that streams ever for me have dragged on per se, but those are streams that like I lost myself, and I love that. I love that feeling where I blink and it's and then it's already 8:30. You know what I mean?